Hey guys, we're going to take you through a quick glimpse at the Marvel Hasbro booth here at Comic-Con this weekend. And my name's Dwight Stahl, and this is my coworker Ryan Ting.
Hi guys.
So we're going to start with our Civil War case. So we have a whole case here designated to the Civil War movie. On the top shelf, you see some of our Titan electronic figures. Cap and Iron Man, of course you need to have them, but that wasn't just good enough, so we added in a couple of their best buds with War Machine and Falcon as well. All these figures have different sounds. They all talk to you. A couple of them have lights. Iron Man and War Machine both have arc reactors in their chest that light up. And they're kind of like the biggest heroic action figure for boys and girls to get in their hands and play with. If you drop down the shelf, now we're talking about role play. Marvel has, a huge pile of children that love to dress up like their favorite heroes, and we like to give them the pieces for them to accomplish that. So you're getting a sampling of the role play that we have for the Civil War line here. You have some Captain America role play with his mask and a fantastic transforming blast shield. You have Team Iron Man with his flip-up visor, electronic helmet, and his slide armor. That is amazing. It actually compacts, and when you press a button, the armor slides up your forearm, just like Iron Man's armor in the film. We have some War Machine role play, some Falcon role play, and all sorts of other little goodies that aren't shown here today. Next, we're talking about the Civil War action figures for fans of any and all ages. These are our 2.5-inch scale figures where we have a monstrous assortment of characters that builds out both Team Cap or Team Iron Man. So it allows the children to armor up their different characters and go into battle and let them decide which side they would like to win Marvel's Civil War. And lastly, for our movie stuff on the bottom shelf is some of our fan items. Now these are great collector play for kids or adults as well. On the far left of the case, you see our brand new Iron Man Legends electronic helmet. This is fantastic. It's kind of like our version of toyetic prop replicas. You've got an Iron Man mask with a pop-off visor that actually pulls off, and you can snap magnetically to the top of the head, so you can wear that and actually reveal your face. And it has a great light-up feature for the eyes, as well as a couple different sound effects. Right next to it is one of our favorite items for the year. It's our Captain America Civil War 3-pack with some variant parts for both Cap and Iron Man with the unmasked heads. It's the first unmasked Tony we've done in quite a long time, and we think it looks really, really good and very close to Robert Downey Jr. But of course, the big surprise here was that SpiderMan comes back to the MCU, and we were super excited to offer our first ever SpiderMan action figure with battle damage shield from the airport battle in Civil War. Behind that, you have the War Machine armor, Disco armor 2-pack, which celebrates one of the armors from Iron Man 3, as well as the fantastic new War Machine armor in Civil War. And then our 3.25-inch fans are not left out in the cold. We have a fantastic 2-pack. These are Toys R Us exclusives, and we have first up for the MCU, Black Panther and Agent 13, and a classic Marvel Now Iron Man in his black and gold armor, as well as a pretty teched out Captain America.
All right, so in this case here we have our animation-inspired Avengers line here. On the top shelf we've got our 12-inch Titan figures. This is a great assortment. We've got Cap, we've got new Black Widow, Black Panther, even a couple of villains in Ultron and Crossbones you see in the upper right there. So really great for kids to play with. And then going down one notch here, we have Ant-Man and Black Panther. They are 12-inch Titans with gear. We've got a great little blaster effect for Ant-Man and a weapon for Black Panther. And then right now we're showing the role play Hulk grip fists so that kids can really feel that power of what it's like to be the really strong Hulk. Playing into that also, we've got a Hulkbuster Titan as well as a standard Hulk Titan, so you can relive that battle from Age of Ultron. Going down below, we have an assortment of Titan with vehicles. So Iron Man has a really cool propeller jetpack, and Cap comes on a bike that he can sit on and ride around. And then on the bottom shelf, we've got a mix of our 3 3/4 Marvel Legends. That's Wave 3, 4 new characters: Quasar, Morbius, Rogue, and Hydro Man. And then we also got a smattering of our Marvel 500. Now these are our blind bags. We have several waves each year, which have 24 figures in a wave. You get one cool figure and a collector card. So the goal is that we're going to try to put out 500 of these before it's all said and done. We're about halfway there now.
Next up, we have our HeroMashers little pillar here, and this is celebrating, a incredible toy world that allows children to pull apart their heroes and villains and mix and match different parts to create your own characters, your own heroes, your own, super powered, crazy, whatever you can create. We love this. We know kids really enjoy this kind of play. It really puts them in command of the universe and lets them create and have a lot of fun. So this has some of our 6-inch line, our brand new micro series, which we absolutely love. We think they're absolutely adorable, and each of them comes with 3 or 4 parts that you can pull off and swap around to make your own superheroes. So what you're looking at here is our Marvel 6-inch Legends diorama for Comic-Con. This is where we take all of the figures that we've done currently and over the last few years and put together one ginormous battle. So this is a Roxxon facility that's under construction, that's in the midst of a siege of all of these fantastic characters. So we have lots of Marvel Legends that we're revealing this week. We have a lot of the Captain America, all 3 waves of Captain America, 2 waves of Spider-Man, our first X-Wave in a long time with the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure. We have the Doctor Strange series. Just today we put out the movie versions of Doctor Strange and Baron Mordo, or Carl Mordo rather. And then we have some exclusives as well as some brand new reveals. Just today we revealed part of Wave 1 of 2017 of Spider-Man, which has some brand new characters that have never had Legends before, like Jackal and Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel. So we're really excited to bring you them as well as many others, which you can check out. And most importantly, we have 2 fantastic Marvel exclusives for this summer. We have a Legends Raft prison break scene, kind of loosely inspired by the events of Civil War, where you have Spider-Man taking on 5 baddies in the Marvel Universe. 2 Build-A-Figure scale characters like Sandman and Abomination, as well as some things that you've never seen before in Legends as well, like the Purple Man, our first version of action figure for him, as well as Dread Knight and Enchantress, right? That's who I'm missing. So some fantastic characters in the 6-inch line.
We've got one more item too for convention exclusive this year. It's a 3 3/4 inch Marvel Legends box set. It's called the Collector's Vault. So of course we have the Collector, who we were introduced to in Guardians of the Galaxy. So this is a comic version of that. He's also a big character in the Contest of Champions app. Rounding out that set with a great Lockjaw figure who's to scale for 3 3/4, so he's huge. And we also have a flocked Moon Boy, Cosmo the Space Dog, and a Howard the Duck even. So that comes in a nice set that displays really nicely with the 5th panel that opens. And those are our 2 convention exclusives for this year.
All right, and what Marvel toy line wouldn't be complete without our favorite Webslinger Spider-Man, right? So here what we have is some of our Titan Hero Spider-Man. There are large-scale action figures, that boys and girls can enjoy all over the world. This year we have both heroes and villains, which we think are pretty cool. Some new characters like Vulture, Spider Knight, some new crazy armored Spider-Mans, and also new this year is some added articulation to these figures. We now have ball shoulders and hips, so there's a lot more pose and play with these types of guys than you've seen in the past, and they're still, kind of our one of our biggest action figures that you can get at a nice price and get into your hands and have some fun with. Of course, Spider-Man's also got some amazing role play. You've got great masks, both basic and electronic. Our wisecracking mask is really, really fun. As you activate the chin switch, which is inside the mask, you get dialogue between Spider-Man and a whole pile of his villains, and depending on how a kid interacts by activating the mask, allows him either to defeat the villain or have the villain defeat him, which is pretty cool, and his eyes light up to kind of give you that signature Spidey sense kind of moment. Of course, you got your Webslinger Color Shock assortment. This is our silly string gauntlet that kids can wear and shoot silly string or water. It's kind of a mainstay to the Hasbro portfolio, but it's a fantastic way for kids to dress up and play out the fantasy of Spider-Man. Next is our 6-inch scale. This is kind of our animated line. So our animated line has been inspired by the last few seasons of the animated show, most significantly Web Warriors, and now Ultimate Spider-Man and the Sinister Six. And you see a whole pile of characters, great new characters like Arnim Zola, Vulture, as well as some other kind of old-time classics like Sandman, all mixed together with some great vehicles that shoot different projectiles and discs. And it's just a really colorful, stylized world that we absolutely love. They're just, big, cool, fun figures to play with. And at the very bottom, we have our Playskool Heroes line, and this is getting those action figure heroes into the hands of our youngest consumers and our youngest fans, which is fantastic. It has, as you can see, a very large cast of characters, some crazy cool vehicles and super armors, as well as some ginormous figures that actually chest open up and allow you to take your little figures and plug them inside to kind of power these giant mech suits. There's an Iron Man, a Spider-Man, and a Hulk. The lizard car is so cool, and as you activate him, the mouth chomps down on whatever action figures you put in its mouth. Lots of great play features. The Dr. Octopus pod, as you move it forward, the tentacles spin around to knock over your action figures. Lots of great early kid play and some fantastic figures, like I said, for our youngest consumers.